Let's see, here we go. Hurrah! Huzzah! Yes, that's right, folks. It's 7 o'clock, so it's time to cheer all our first line, front line heroes, firefighters, medical personnel, police, let's see, doctors, delivery people, post office, grocery workers, even doormen and building staff. Basically, anybody, taxi drivers, MTA, delivery personnel. This includes both bicycle, scooters, and trucks. You know, the folks who are driving the big rigs cross country to get our everything from steaks to staples across the country so that we can eat and staple things. Anywho, so yeah, it's that time, 7 o'clock here in New York City, and that has become the time where everybody sticks their head out the window and makes a lot of appreciative noises for such folks. Also, being as it's Tuesday, it's the time when sword fighting practice for the New York City chapter of the Society for Creative Anachronism is going to begin. Well, I'm just a little, just a block away from where I'm going to do it, which is in a location that is as isolated as I can find with regards to distancing from any other human beings. It's this strange little park space here in Astoria, Queens, where I'm staying with my lady. We're quarantining together here, as it were. Also, she has been very kind and generous in allowing me to stay here while I'm in that conflict with my landlord and building people, building management. And that's in a holding pattern because not being in your home because of a vacate to repair order is apparently not an emergency, according to the courts. So let's get this workout and training session begun. All right, so those of you who are new to this, I'm Zora Klakidra, known in the SCA as Lord Airvold the Optimistic. I am the Marshal in charge of Armored Combat in the Crown Province of Utgard, that is New York City, and the Society for Creative Anachronism. And this is the Tuesday night fighter practice of the New York chapter. Now, I didn't bring a timepiece with me, so feel free to throw out whatever time it is right out there so that I'll know what time it is. So, let's, I hope you're all used all that time to get changed up into comfortable clothes so that we can work out together. So, warm-up's important because you want to make if you don't warm up, then you could use your muscles in such a way that you hurt your muscles, and then you wouldn't be able to fight that much. So we're going to start by jogging in place. All right, jog in place. Here we go. And high knees. All right, regular jog. Okay, now kick your butt. Keep your arms moving. Don't hang your arms down. And jog in place. Now, series of jumping jacks, 10 counts each. Ready, standard jumping jacks. Oh, one little disclaimer. This arm, surgery, rotator cuff. I can't really use it. So, when I say so, use both arms the way I'm going to use this arm. All right, standard jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands clapping in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Running man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cross hands and feet. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Run in place. Swing your arm about. Swing your arms about the other way. and punch to the front. Punch, 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 punch. Punch up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Punch to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Now stop and 10 squats, standard squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 push-ups. I'm going to be doing them mostly with this arm because this arm has got the surgery. You do them with 2 arms. Do anywhere from 7 to 12, however many you can do in the time it takes me to do 10, okay? Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now, lie on your back, stick your feet in the sky, touch your toes. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right then. All right, we're gonna do one more round of warm-ups, then we'll stretch, then we'll begin the drills. Okay, so jog in place. Now, we're gonna do small hops forward and back, and then side to side, and then twists. 10 each. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, power squats. Watch this and join me for 10. And again, do what this arm does with both arms. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now power jacks. Or I probably got that reversed, but this is where you jump up and slap your hands with your knees. You want to activate those hip flexors. Ready? 10 of them. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Good. Now, we're going to do the push-ups and squats, only we're going to do Hindu style. If you don't know how to do Hindu push-ups, follow the link that's in the description or in the comments. In the comments if you're looking on Facebook, in the description if you're looking on YouTube. All right, I'm just going to do again the 1.5 arm push-ups. You do Hindu push-ups if you know how. Ready? And Earth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Next, Hindu squats. I've described them in previous videos. Go to youtube.com/New York Knights Combat to see them. If you know how to do them, just follow along. We're going to do 10. And 1, 2. Exhale down, inhale up. 3, 4, 6. Heels up, heels down. 8, 9, 10. Boy, I can't wait to use both arms. I'll be better balanced. Now, bicycles. Lay on your back, kick your knees. Knees to elbows. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And up we go. Okay. And now we're going to stretch out. Before we do, I'm just going to say quick hellos to who all's here that I haven't said hello to it. Mike Wacker, how are you? Dominic, Randy, Wayne, Roger, Brett, Robert, Blaze, Lori, Barry, and Keith, Enrique, Jerry Lawson, hello sir, back at you. Tanessa and Anthony, doing well, thank you. All right, now, gonna breathe a little and then go into stretches. So, in, out. Do with both arms what I'm doing with this one. In, out, in, and roll it down on an 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hang it down. Shake it out. Soft knees, don't lock them. Soft knees. All right, bounce a little. Bounce over one leg. Bounce over the other leg. All right, now, bend your legs, put your hands on your floor. Bend there, get those legs bent. If your knee's tight like mine is, feel that stretch. Nice and easy. Get that stretch in there. All right, now, grab your ankles. If you can't keep your hands on the floor, stretch your back. Stretch your hamstrings. Breathe in. Now, roll it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll the neck. Roll the neck the other way. And to the side. 2, 3, 4. Feel it right in here. And the other way if you can. There. And up. And back look behind yourself the hard way. And now, link your knuckles behind your back, put your knuckles to the sky. All right, now flat back. Bend over and try to keep your back flat. That means pretending to stick your butt out, right? I suck at it, but just work with me here. Okay, straight forward to one side here and down, and to the other side here and down, straight forward and up, and now left hand to right foot, down and up, and the other side, down and up, and the other side, down and up, the other side, down and up. Now the legs. So, lunge that way, stretching out the inside of the thigh there. All right, there you go. Stretch it out, nice and easy. All right, now turn that way. Okay, deep lunge. All right, hands out to the side, palms down, small circles, 10 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms forward, arms down, deeper lunge. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And straighten it up. Chest to knee. Not head to knee, chest to knee. Take the hand closer to me. Wrap it around your leg. And feel the stretch in the shoulder blade. All right. Oh, stick your arm out to the side over here. There you go. Now, turn it forward. Lunge. Toe to the sky. Stretch the back of the hamstring there. Put your hands on the floor if you can or if you want to. Pick up your hands if you can or if you want to. Relax, relax, breathe into it. Now, the other side. Deep lunge that way. Sorry, side lunge. Get that inside leg there. Relax into it, no tightness, just stretch. All right? Small little stretches there, breathe into it. Now, lunge that way. Okay. Stretch your arms out, palms up this time. Small circles the other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms to the front, down, deeper lunge. Feel the stretch in the hip flexor of that back leg. Stretching out all the effort you put into it on those jumps, right? And now, straighten it up, chest to knee. Pull it down a little bit more with each breath. Take the hand closer to me, wrap it around the leg. Feel the stretch in the shoulder blade. Stick that arm out. Now, deep lunge. Turn to the front, toes up, and feel it back here. Feel it in the hamstring. And I'm probably out of frame, aren't I? Okay. And we're up. Oh, there you go. Deep squat. Stretch out the insides of the thighs. And down, up on 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in and out. Use both arms. In and out. One last time. In and out. Okay, everybody. Should have brought a towel or something to wipe my brow with, as they say. I'm going to lower this phone a little bit. Hey, Anna, welcome. I'm going to lower this phone so that I don't have to stand so far away for you to see my whole body here. There it is. Okay. Okay, that'll have to do. All right, so anybody know what time it is? For some reason on Facebook Live, you can't see the time on the screen. Somebody throw up what time it is. That'll help me know what we're going to. But right now, we're going to work on our techniques, and that means limbering up the arms, doing the pantomime, and then picking up the stick and doing it for real. 7:25, thank you. Okay, so a little bit later than I want it to be because the sun's going down. Okay, wriggle your fingers here. Squeeze and out, squeeze and out, squeeze and out, right? Now, roll them from the pinky to the first finger. Roll them. And now, roll them the other way from the first finger to the pinky. Okay? There we go. All right, now, what do we got? Hey, thanks for joining us here. We've just gotten to the point of warming up our hands here. So, we just finished doing the fingers, so now do the wrists. All right? We're doing the wrists here. I don't know about you, but my right wrist is a little stiffer than my left wrist. But my left wrist has got sort of a kink in it from all those years I was holding flyers that I was handing out, you know, postcards and stuff on the street in Times Square, but that's another story. Now, the elbows. Okay, do what this arm does, because this arm can't do it. All right? Do that with both arms. Now, do it the other way. We're swinging from the elbow here. All right? Now, swing from the shoulder, wiping across the face. There you go, wiping across your front. Okay, and opposite way. All right? Now, front to back swing, Back to front swing. All right, you should be all warmed and limbered up now. Slappy hugs. There you go. And swing it about. There you go. Loosen up all those connections in your torso because we're going to be using them. Okay, so we got that. Now, those of you who've been here before will know what I'm talking about. Those who are not, follow along, and if you get lost, so lost you don't know how to follow along, go back to the earlier videos on youtube.com/New York Knights Combat. Now, this is number 7, so go to anyone that's, or is this number 6? This is number 6, so go to anyone with a number lower than 6. Now, take your imaginary door handle, right? That's horizontal, and turn it to vertical down, all right? And open it. And now close it. And now open it. And now close it. And now open it. And now close it. And now open it. It's not too different from milking a cow, all right? For those of you who never lived in a house but did have a cow, all right? You'll see what this comes into play. Now imagine that the door is horizontal but intangible, so it can go through your head. But there's your door handle, right? So turn that door handle, okay? Now that door handle is really a sword handle. So you can imagine that a sword is swinging around your head here. I'm going to use this rubber sword to start to give you an idea of what it should look like if you're standing where you are. An overhead view of this would be like so, okay? This would be an overhead view. All right. A side view would be like this. Boom. 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 You see, it's kind of like a lever here. Your thumb is the fulcrum and your pinky is providing the power. Now it can be done 1, 2, 3, or it can just be done 1, 2, but just go with it for now. I'm not going to oversweat the little details so long as you're using your fingers to fulcrum your imaginary sword. All right? Now, that gets you a little bit of power, but not a lot. So, we bring in the elbow. Boom. We start with the elbow back here, our imaginary sword on our shoulder, and we bring the elbow forward. Don't use the rest of the body yet. We'll get there. Okay? And as you move the elbow through space, the turn of your wrist and the flex of your fingers multiplies the force factor and makes the tip of your sword a whole lot faster. All right, small circles in your shoulders and wrist, big circle in the elbow and the tip of the sword. All right, now just use your upper torso. Pull your upper torso with your opposite shoulder blade backwards, okay? Boom. And notice how you don't have to use your pectorals to move your shoulder. You can just go boom. All right, boom. Just use the upper part of your torso. I want you to just experience that. Now, engage your core. All right? Use all of the torso above your waist. So you're using your lower back and you're using your abdominals. Oddly, I'm not using my obliques much at all here, but I'm sure there's a way to do so. Okay, now let's try it with the hips. All right, just the hips. Boom. Boom. The rest of the torso turns with the hips. Okay? Feel the kind of power you can get there. Now, push off from your foot. Ready? Boom. Okay? Boom. Now your stance is your sword leg is behind, your shield leg is in front, but your sword leg and shield leg are not in a straight line. Your sword leg's out that way by about the width of a foot. And boom, boom. And when you push off with your foot, you feel like you want to straighten your arm. Okay? We're not swinging our arm in a circle. We're moving our hand forward. Boom. The circles are all in our hips and our wrist. Okay? Boom. 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 Add everything. Boom. Shoulder blade, core, hips, foot. Boom. Here's how it looks from the side. Boom. 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 This is called the flat snap. Now, shake it out. Get your stick or your sword or your broom handle, or your paper towel roll, or basically anything you got that'll simulate a sword. A wiffle ball bat, plastic bat, that's good. A wooden bat, not so much, because the weight's all at the end. If you turn it upside down, it'll be better balanced, but it's too fat a grip. But anyway, so I'm now at a 3/4 angle here, so use your imagination to see what you can't see. Boom, 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 and boom. Let's start with the hand, just the hand. I'm gonna do it towards you, just the hand. Okay, do it slowly so that you can get, now at the elbow, do it slowly so that you can understand every muscle fiber that moves to do this, right? Okay. Now, bring in the upper shoulders. Boom. Gonna do it this way. Boom. 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 Now the whole upper torso. Boom. Engaging your core. Boom. 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 Now the hips. Boom. 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 If you want to go slower than my pace, go right ahead. Boom. I'm going to do it towards you now. Boom. Now from the foot. Boom. And extend your arm. Boom. 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 And relax. Shake it out. We now move on to number 2. Gonna put my glasses back on so I can see what you can see. All right. Who else is there with me? Fergus, Joe, Greg, thanks for joining me. Got your sticks handy? Let's go. We're now going to go from number 1 to number 2. Again, if you can't catch on, we've got 5 previous training sessions on youtube.com/New York Knights Combat 1. And we're going to see how you go from 1, relax your hand, lift your elbow, get the tree out of the way, and close your hand. All right? Remember, your knife edge is the edge of your blade, so it's not a paddle, it's a knife. It's a karate chop. I have no idea what a karate chop really is, so I'm just using the popular misconception of what a karate chop is. All right? So, 1, 2. Use however much of the body you're comfortable using. 1, 2. Notice how I'm swinging my hips forward on the number 1 and back on the number 2. Actually, it's the one butt cheek. The sword side butt cheek comes forward on the number 1, back on the number 2. Forward on the number 1, back on the number 2. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to do them with a faster rhythm, not stopping. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, one more. 1, 2. Okay. Notice how my hand stays above my shoulder at all times because I'm trying to hit the other guy in the head. Notice how I'm not swinging my arm. When it goes up here, I'm not swinging down because I'm cheating myself of a lot of potential power. I'm cheating myself of the physics when I do this. I'm using the physics when I do this. Just see it from the other side when I do this. Now, from number 2 to number 3. Number 3 is hitting that leg right there. You're from 1, you're from 2, and now you just bring the elbow down and close your hand. Boom. All right? It's kind of like a number 1, only it's down instead of out. 1, 2, and down. All right? And because in the SCA it's illegal to hit them on the knees or below, we're keeping our palm horizontal when it's low so that the sword doesn't hit the knee. And 1, 2, 3. 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 And now we're going to throw in number 4. Okay, let's see. Anyone else? Romario, hey, welcome aboard. Now we're going to add number 4 to this. So we've got our number 1, we've got our number 2, we've got our number 3, and we've got our number 4. All right? So, number 4 is you've done the number 3, right? You pull it back, you pull the sword back a little bit, and then you bring it over to cross your chest, cross your body, then you straighten your arm and you turn your hip. How it looks from the front is you've thrown the number 3, you pull it back, cross it over, and turn. All right? You throw the number 3, you pull it back, you cross it over, and you turn. All right? So again, if you haven't quite got it now, go to youtube.com/New York Knights Combat 1, look at the previous sessions, previous practices where I go into greater detail on the finer points of it. So we do the 1, we do the 2, we do the 3, and we do the 4. We're going to do it this way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we're now going to add what we call the silly walks to this. Hey Michael, hey Eric. Okay, so again, if you don't remember the silly walks, follow along as best as you can. I'd rather you do it slow and get it right than try to keep up. Okay, so again, I don't know if you can see my feet from here, but on the number 1, you step forward with your sword foot. On the number 2, you step forward with your shield foot. On the number 3, you rock back onto your sword foot. On the number 4, you rock forward onto your shield foot. So from the front, it looks like this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. From the back, it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. From the side, it looks like this. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. 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 Okay. I'm just going to do silly walks back and forth. Do them with me at your own pace or at my pace, whichever's more comfortable, okay? So. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. 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 Try to keep balance. That's part of what you're exercising here. Now the other way. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So, having done all that, take a break, shake it out, take water if you got it. Yes, always remember to hydrate. Bring water with you. If you believe in sports drinks like Gatorade, Powerade, whatever, feel free to have those handy and drink those as necessary. Pickles are very good too. Heck, keep the pickle juice. That's very good for replenishing your electrolytes as well. Okay, so somebody throw up what time it is, please. 7:42. Blaze, you read my mind. Okay, good. We got about a half an hour to go. We're gonna do the wrap shot. We're gonna review footwork, and then we're gonna put it together. And we may get some time to do some defense. Okay. So, the wrap shot. We're gonna start with our number one flat snap, right? Okay, now, do your number one flat snap, but here's the trick. When your sword just passes the 90-degree point where it's pointing exactly horizontal, just after that, where you're starting to really squeeze your fingers, turn your elbow upside down, okay? But your sword's not gonna flop over like this because you're squeezing your fingers. When you squeeze your fingers, the sword winds up coming around so the back edge of it hits the back of the other or side of the other guy's head. Ready? So, forward and snap. All right? Forward and snap. Okay, from the side. Forward. See, at this point, I start to turn my elbow over. Snap. All right? Forward and snap. Okay, now this can be done by, if you crank your elbow higher, you can get it actually over his head. Forward and snap. If you target low, forward and snap. You can get the back of his thigh. All right, who's joining me now? Blaze, Ron, John, George, Ross. Thank you for joining. We're up to the wrap shot now. I'm keeping my hand in my pocket because it's getting cold out here. So, for the flat snap wrap, forward and snap. And forward and snap. Okay? Forward and snap. All right? Forward and snap. Now, if you have another stick with you, you can do it full force. All right? Fortunately, I have another stick, but its lanyard is stuck on this. There you go. So, hold the stick in front of you in a comfortable manner, right? I'm bracing it on my leg. Let's see how well that works. Now, you go forward and snap and bring it, close your hand all the way so that the sword swings around and smacks the other stick, okay? Forward and snap. And get a good squeeze on that second stick before it hits. So, those of you who've done boxing know how when you're holding the mitts, you kind of punch forward as the other guy hits it. Same principle. Ready? Forward and snap. Okay? And bang. All right? And bang. And bang. And bang. All right. Now, how can you use this in a combination? Watch this. I could swing number one, and then number two, and then I'm coming back to do the number one, but I snap it. So that way the guy's blocking the number one, blocking the number two, thinking he's blocking number one again, but it explodes in the back of his head, okay? So, we're gonna put this down, and now, thing about not having a block, something to block yourself is you can't fully commit to it because then you'll hit yourself in the nose or worse. But that stick is getting in the way of me demonstrating so it's just, if you can find something you can hit, like a post, a pell, a bedpost, anything like that, use it. Otherwise, just don't commit fully. And I hate having to say that. Oh, another person wearing a helmet, you can use that. If the helmet is padded and you sign a waiver, that you won't be held responsible if they get hurt. Okay, so, here's our number one, here's our number two, and then here's our wrap shot. Okay, so 1, 2, and wrap, and 1, 2, wrap, and 1, 2, wrap, and 1, 2, wrap, and rest and shake it out. Let's do that 5 more times, okay? If you have to do it slower, if you have to do it a little different each time to find what works for you, you know, moving your hips, moving your shoulders, moving your arm, go ahead, experiment. This is practice. Get it wrong here. Get all the bad ones out in practice. 1, 2, 3. Wrap, I should say. And 1, 2, wrap. And 1. Nope, that's the wrap. And 1, 2, wrap. One more time. 1, 2, wrap. And one more, uno mas. 1, 2, wrap. And relax. Shake it out. Okay, now I don't know how well you can see my feet, but I'm going to try to do a little bit of footwork instruction here to match what we did about 2-3 weeks ago when we were over in that park over there. Oh, cool sunset. All right, so I figure we've only got about, we got about till about 8:15, 8:20 till it gets too dark in here. And incidentally, the New York Knights were the New York team for the World League of American Football, which existed in its original form for 2 years, in 1990 and 91. And I got a bunch of, this hat is for the same team as well. I got it off of eBay or something. It's probably reproduction, but I like it. So, here we go. Footwork. There's basically 2 kinds of steps, and almost everything is an evolution of one or the other, or a combination of the both. You have the advance and retreat. I'm using terms I learned from stage combat, which is basically adapted from fencing. Other people may have similar words, but it's still the same thing. The advance, all right? We're going this way. Okay, first we got to get our stance again. Our stance is shield foot forward, sword foot back. Now there's a way to do it the other way, but we're not going there today. Okay, sword foot back this way. Your shield is in front of you. All your defense is in front of you, so you're more likely to survive. And the longer you live, the more chance you get to get it right. Okay, so, and your sword leg back, and your sword leg is not in a straight line with your shield leg, because then bringing it forward will get, it'll run into the shield leg. So it's out to the side, excuse me, about a foot's width, a foot's length out to the side, and it's not at a right angle. You're going to bring the toes a little bit forward, okay? And the toes in the front foot maybe a little bit that way, all right? So you got the pizza slice of doom, which one of these days I'll describe in greater detail. So, the advance is real simple, and show it you in profile, is to take the foot that's closest to where you're going, you pick it up and you put it down. You take the foot that's behind, and you recreate the pose you started from. Boom. Simple as that. The retreat is the opposite. Take the foot that's going in the way you're going, pick it up and put it down behind you, further behind. Move that other foot and recreate your pose. Advance, retreat. Do it with me. Advance, retreat. Advance, retreat. Advance, retreat. Now, facing the camera, advance, retreat. Advance, retreat. Advance, retreat. Advance, retreat. Now, if you want to go to the side, again, you take the foot that's closest to the direction you want to go. You pick it up and you put it down in the direction you want to go. Take the other foot and recreate the original pose. Boom. All right. Recreating the original pose is the point, because you've already found the perfect pose, right? Right, of course. So now let's go the other way. towards the direction of the sword. You pick up the foot that's closer to where you want to go, move it over, pick up the other foot, recreate the pose. All right, so to the shield side, and to the sword side, to the shield side, and to the sword side, to the shield side, to the sword side, to the shield side, to the sword side. Now, there are tactical and strategic reasons for stepping heel-toe as opposed to toe-heel, and vice versa. Whether you go heel-toe or toe-heel, I'm not going to sweat it for today, but get comfortable doing both and learn what, and then we'll try to figure out when it's better to do one and when it's better to do the other, okay? So, all right, so we're going to do some doubles and triples and backs and forths, okay? So stay with me now. And if you want to go slower than me, that's okay. Try to get it right rather than trying to catch up, okay? And advance, advance, to the shield, to the sword, retreat, retreat, to the sword, to the shield, retreat, double advance, 1, 2, double retreat, 1, 2, double to the shield, 1, 2, double to the sword, 1, 2, and double forward, 1 to the shield, 1, 2, 1 to the shield. It's like a knight in chess. Double back, 1 to the sword, 1, 2, and to the sword. All right, 1 forward, 2 to the shield, 1 forward, 2 to the shield, 1 back, 2 to the sword, retreat, 2, 2. All right, so 1 forward, 2 back, 1 forward, 2 back, 1 back, 2 forward, 1 back, forward, forward. Do advance, double retreat, to the shield, to the sword, double advance, double retreat, advance, to the shield, to the sword, retreat, retreat, double advance, and strike. Okay. Now, the other kind of step is called the passing step. That's just what it sounds. You take your back foot and you pass it to the front, or vice versa. So, a passing step is boom. Now, notice I'm in a very awkward position because I'm trying to keep my shoulders and my hips oriented even though I've moved my feet. Now, here's the deal. If you're just doing a single passing step, your feet are changing position. If you don't want to lose your balance, you're probably going to want to turn your hips. Maybe your shoulders too, maybe not. That depends upon the particulars. So, if I'm standing back here and I have a reason to bring my back foot, to switch my feet, then I'm going to want to, but not continue, I'm going to want to flip my hips too. So that way, I'm not out of balance. I may not want to flip my hips all the way because I want to keep my shield forward a little bit. It's a thing. Just be aware of this. It'll come up in the future. All right? So a single passing step goes from here to here. All right? More likely, if you're trying to get from here to there, you may do a double passing step, which is like so. 1, 2. Now, I could flip my hips. 1, 2. That takes a long time. If I just want to get to the second step, I don't flip my hips. Ready? 1, 2. Boom. All right? Maybe I flip my hips a little. Try it out. See what works best. Double passing step forward. 1, 2. And pass to the back. 1. Pass to the back again. 1. Pass forward. 1. Pass forward. 1. Double to the back. 2. Double forward. 1, 2. 2 doubles back. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 doubles forward. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Pass back. Pass back. Advance. Retreat. Double retreat. Double pass forward. Boom, boom. double retreat, boom, boom, double pass forward, boom, boom, double pass back, boom, boom, double advance, boom, boom, double pass back, boom, boom, double advance, boom, boom. Now, of course, passing steps can be taken to the side, but you got to be careful about that because a single pass, boom, way out of balance here. Now, if there's an enemy to your rear, boom, that's what you want to do. Or to the sword side, boom. It's a pivot, is what it is. It's a pivot. Now, if you want to go side to side and boom, 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 may not get you there. Sure, you could do a karaoke like that, but we don't have time to do the drills to be able to figure out how to do all that with great efficiency. So we'll save that for later. But what we're going to do now is we're going to try to put steps and swords together with their moves. Now, we'll start with the silly walk, right? Okay. As you notice, the silly walk is essentially a passing step and then another passing step and then rocking, which is a thing. You know, it's not an advance, it's not a pass. You just shifted the weight from the front to the back and rocked forward and then a passing step forward, all right? Now, we want to throw do all 4 blows and then finish with a wrap shot. So it's going to look like this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and wrap shot. Okay, so now there is where the passing step led to shifting the hips. All right, so let's do it all together now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and wrap. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and wrap. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and wrap. Okay, now I'm going to show how to take that wrap and what to do after it. Okay, so you've wrapped the back of his head. Let us say that he has blocked it in either you totally whiff, swing and miss, or he blocks it in such a way that allows you your sword to skitter off his head or something, or off his sword or off his shield and come back to a complete circle, like so. Boom. All right? You wind up with your sword pretty much over your head, but look at this. All I have to do is bring my elbow in, and I've got a flat snap waiting for me. So I do my wrap shot, and then I finish up with a number 1. Okay, so your hand kind of does a backhand, back reverse karate chop with the thumb, and then a straight karate chop with the hand. Only you're not swinging around with the elbow. You're swinging the elbow and allowing your hand to be a pivot point. So you come there and boom. Notice how the hand doesn't swing around so much. It moves up and down, but it doesn't swing around so much. And wrap shot, bang. Okay? Wrap shot, bang. Okay? Wrap shot, bang. And you know, you don't have to hit them with a flat snap. You could hit them at a different angle. So you go wrap shot, bang. That's a thing. I call that the hammer blow. Someone else called it the hammer blow before I did. So we're going to go wrap shot, hammer blow. All right? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, wrap, hammer. Okay? Ooh, it's like 1990 all over again. Ready? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, wrap, hammer. Okay? Like for instance, he may have blocked it by putting his shield behind his head, but now his center line is open, so you can just come straight down the middle. So, with the footsteps, 1, 2, rock back for 3, forward for 4, and passing step for the wrap and hammer blow. Okay? So, here's my imaginary shield. And 1, 2, 3, 4, wrap, bam. Notice I did not take a step on the last move, on the last blow. I'm imagining that my opponent did not move backwards. Maybe he was trying to close the range or something. All right, so, and 1, 2, 3, 4, wrap, hammer. Okay, I'm losing my balance a little, so I'm gonna concentrate on my balance. Part of my problem is that I'm letting my feet get in a line over here, which is throwing me off. So I gotta watch for keeping my left and right on my left and right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, wrap, hammer. I took an extra step there. We're gonna take that extra step because it's easier and it gives us more power. And 1, 2, 3, 4, wrap, hammer, and 1, 2, 3, 4, wrap, hammer, and 1, 2, 3, 4, wrap, hammer, and 1, 2, 3, 4, wrap. Whoops. I got myself on that one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, wrap, hammer. Okay. And 3 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, wrap, hammer. Okay. 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, wrap, hammer. 1 more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, wrap, hammer. Okay, shake it out, rub it out if you've been using it. You didn't hear that. Okay, there you go. Take some water. Okay, somebody please throw up what time it is. Who's joined me here? Ian, good to see you here. Joseph, Zach, who else? Drita, Dove, John, Ron, Blaze, you're still with me. Eric, everybody else. Okay, thank you so much. Hey, Romario, if you're still listening, I understand that, how's the sword work going for the Brooklyn team there? This is what I've been doing for the past 30 years, and it's kind of like an MMA fighter asking a boxer how to punch. Boxers do nothing but punch. So, whereas the full contact game, you've got to do everything else, so you don't get to focus that much on the punch, or in that case, or in our case, the sword. So, all right. Anybody know what time it is out there? I keep 8:05. Okay, we still got a little bit of sunlight here. So, I'm going to throw in just a little bit of defense here. Okay, everybody's pretty much gone away, so I'm going to live life dangerously for a few minutes. Okay, so, let us, and I'm going to try to put some parallel movement into this, all right? So, I've been using this block and this block in most of my demos here, and most of our practices, right? Now, and I've been holding my sword back here, likewise. Now, lots of people like to hold their sword up here because it's a natural block without even thinking about it, all right? Some people, however, hold it a little higher. So that way, they have just as far to go to block on this side as they do on this side. And furthermore, when you're over here, boom, there's your hammer blow, there's your wrap shot, and in fact, if you've got the leverage, you can even do a number 2. By that I mean the number 2 offside shot, if you've got the leverage and the arm strength and so forth. So we're going to start from up here, all right? And we're going to work it so that we're going to have a block that happens over here. All right? So first off, let's see. So first off, we're starting with our shield here, and boom, 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 boom. All right, so boom, boom, there it is. All right, so we are going to lead with a block, with a flat snap, okay, we're not going to lead with the block. We're going to lead with the flat snap. We're going to be aggressive here. Then we're going to do number 2, but then we're going to block like so. A hanging high guard to the right, to your shield side. And this is because, for whatever reason, we don't know whether he's going to hit us in the head or the leg. So we've thrown our blow over here. It's been blocked, and we're going to dip our shield hand to cover our leg, and we're going to bring this back up to cover our arm, and then we're going to throw a wrap shot. Okay, so ready, and 1, 2, block, wrap. Okay, 1, there. 1, 2, block, wrap. All right, 1, 2, block, wrap. Okay, see how my hip went back on the wrap there? 1, 2, block, wrap. This tree's in the way. Is there? Okay, and 1, 2, block, wrap. Okay, wrap, and then from here, his leg's open. Okay, so we've got 5 steps here? We've got the flat snap, the number 2, the block to the side, the wrap shot, and the leg shot. Okay? So, how many blows is that? 1, moves, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves. Now, how are we going to move our feet to get the most power out of this? I'm kind of putting the cart before the horse here, because you move according to how either you demand the fight to be, or to counter them. And then you do whatever blow is both open and the best one you can blow. But yeah, that's theory and that's science. Let's just train. All right. So number 1, we're going to do that passing step, and number 2, another passing step, like in the silly walk. All right. We're going to do a pass to the back to make that block. And then we're going to rock forward for the wrap shot, and then a pass to the back for the leg. Okay? So, that's just how it came. Let's see if that works. Pass forward, rock back, rock back, pass forward, and, okay, we're not going to pass back, we're going to retreat. There it is. So, pass forward, rock back, pass forward, retreat. Okay? So, pass forward, rock back, pass forward, retreat. Okay? And pass forward, rock back, pass forward, retreat. Okay, there's kind of a 2-step on that pass forward after the rock back, because you have to get your weight forward before you pass forward. All right, so pass forward, rock back, pass forward, retreat. Okay? Forward, rock, forward, retreat. Yes, you do actually do a little quick step there on that 3rd pass forward, okay? So, pass pass, rock, step, pass, retreat. And a retreat is actually a two-part move because both feet have to move. Who's going there? Thanks, Cap. Have to go. Okay, Blaze. No problem. You can check out the rest of this on Facebook tonight and YouTube later. All right. Good to see you here, Blaze. You've been here almost every week. Okay, so pass forward, rock back, and step, and step. All right? And pass forward, rock back, pass forward, and step. All right? Now, ideally, I'd like to see if I can get that leg shot to come down to land when I land and finish that step. Let's see if we can do that. All right. 1, 2, block, wrap, leg. All right. 1, 2, block, wrap, leg. And 1, 2, block, wrap, and leg. Now remember, got to keep your sword horizontal because you're not allowed to hit him on the knee. This is a sport, folks. And 1, 2, back, wrap, and leg. Okay, I may do this slowly a few times so I don't get, all loosey-goosey. And 1, 2, block, wrap, bang. And 1, 2, block, wrap, and bang. Now you notice I'm stepping forward when I'm doing this wrap, so it's all about the physics of the arm because I can't really use my hip on it. And forward, rock back, step forward, and boom. Actually, when I rock back, step forward, I'm already going back. That's what's happening. I'm already going back when I complete the wrap shot. So, forward, rock back, step forward, and boom. So I'm here, I'm here. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so forward, back, rock, back. It's kind of like a changement in ballet or something like that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom. We're just going to drill this till we get it right. Someone joining? Michael, Pax, thanks for joining us. We're right at the last move of the night. And here we go. 1, 2, block, wrap shot, bang. Okay, and 1, 2, rock back, wrap shot, bang. I'm going to do this side to side now. Let's see if we can get it all in the frame. Okay, and 1, 2, rock back, step forward, and back. I turned it into a passing step. Let's see. 1, 2, rock back, step forward, and back. There you go. And balance. 1, 2, rock back, step forward, back. And 1, 2, rock back, step forward, back. And 1, 2, rock back, step forward, back. And 1, 2, back, step forward, and back. And 1, 2, back, step forward, back. Okay, I'm kind of cheating myself on power a little bit because I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to lose the grip on my sword. I don't want to hurt my elbow. And let me tell you how I'm cheating on power on it. I'm kind of gripping it without letting the fingers flow. You see, you can put a death grip on a sword and just punch forward like so. You know, just punch forward, punch across his face. Boom. There are some people who've trained in boxing that can do that very well. But when you keep a death grip on your sword, that's as fast as your hand goes is as fast as the sword goes. Now force equals mass times acceleration. So, boom, there's obviously going to be an upper limit there. Boom. However, if we do this lever thing with the fingers, which is what we begin our every practice with, then, boom. You can just hear how much harder that hits. Death grip, all right. Snap of the fingers. Faster too. All right, so I'm kind of cheating myself because I don't want to lose control of the sword in this exercise, but when I get to a pel or some other thing that I can hit, know that I ought to be doing the finger snap, all right? So, here we go. We've only got a few more reps to do before it gets too freaking dark here, so do it with me. Match my pace if you can. Do it faster if you're confident. Do it slower if you're not, okay? I'm going to do it back and forth, and then I'll left to right on your screen, right to left, whatever, I don't care, and forward and back, and then forward and back, all right? So, imaginary shield here, and 1, 2, block, pass, forward, back, and 1, 2, block, wrap, and back. Feet were lousy, I was just trying to see it. Now I'm going to go forward so I can see myself better and be sure that I'm in the frame. And 1, 2, block, pass, and back. And 1, 2, block, wrap, and back. And 1, 2, block, wrap, and back. And 1, 2, block, wrap, and back. Now I'm going to try to do it at a fighting speed. Let's see if I don't trip myself up on it, all right? 1, 2, block, wrap, back. That's a lot of foot movement. And 1, 2, block, wrap, back. And 1, 2, block, wrap, back. I don't know what they're shouting at there. And 1, 2, block, and 1, 2, block, wrap, back. Okay, what I just taught myself, and hopefully you too, is that sometimes you can swing your sword faster than you can move your feet. Hey Jason, thanks for joining me for the last few minutes here. So, all this saying, let's move the feet and so forth, have proven that you can't always move your feet as fast as you can move your sword. So now that we're doing it at sword speed, let's see what I should do with my feet. Now, I'm hurting my forearm by using this without actually hitting it on something. So I'm going to use this, which is a rubber sword, which is a lot lighter, so there's less mass to pull things out of the way, out of shape. So, 1, 2, bang, bang, bang. All right. So, we're doing a pass, we're doing a pass, we're blocking, we're doing a pass, and then we're doing a retreat. But we want to swing our sword faster. We can do. How fast can we swing our sword? It's like this. Boom, boom, bang, bang, bang. All right? Again. Boom, boom, bang, bang, bang. All right? So let me just see. What's the least I can move my feet when doing this? 1, 1, 2, bang, wang, bang. Okay, instead of making a pass forward, I'm just going to make an advance forward on the first step. So instead of having to bring my foot farther away, I just basically take a little step, all right? So, bang. And then I stay here for the number 2. I rock back for the block. I stay here for the wrap shot, and I pass back. All right? Let's see how that works. Boom, boom, bang, wrap, bang. There you go. So, let's try it again. Boom, boom, bang, wang, bam. Not exactly, but maybe. Let's see. Boom, boom, bang, wang, bang. All right. Almost. Watch my feet and try to see which is going to be the most efficient for you, because it may not be the same as what's efficient for me. Bang, wang. No, definitely the advance rather than the passing step. Boom, boom, bang, wang, bang. All right. Boom, boom, bang, wang, bam. All right, I'm not liking the transition there. It's not coming around. So let's try that again. Boom. Okay, try it again. Boom, boom, bang, wang, bam. Okay, what I'm finding is that because of balance, I'm wanting to go backwards while doing the last 3 blows. And so long as the guy's moving in a way that's compatible, no problem. Okay, I'm just going to do a few more reps of that because it's now almost completely black. So, here we go. And wang, bang. I could do the passing step for both the 1 and the 2 and not be done with the passing step before I finish the 2. Bang, bang. All right? And then I'm here where I've got all the reach for the wrap shot if he's backing away, and then I can do the leg shot. So, bang, bang, wrap, bang, bang. But I want to come forward. So, bang, 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 wrap. Yeah. If I do that, my whole body motion is going forward. So I'm going bang, bang, wrap, bang, wang. Okay. Bang, bang, wrap, bang, wang. Okay. Bang, bang, wrap, bang, wang. That's different. Bang, bang, wrap, bang. Oh. Bang, bang, wrap, bang, wang. Okay. We're done. It's too dark in here. I'm getting too confused. So, but what we have learned tonight, okay, we have reviewed the 1, 2, 3, 4. We have reviewed the wrap shot. We have engaged the hanging high guard. We have reviewed the passing and crossing steps, and we've tried to put it all together. But here's one thing we have learned, is that you may not have the time to move your feet in the optimal position for the optimal blow. Your feet may not have time to match your arm. So that's why we learn how to swing, how to strike a blow in different ways, so that when we don't have the opportunity to use all the right muscles, we can still deliver a killing blow. So, when drilling, when directing a kata, we don't have to marry ourselves to the idea that a kata has one form. That we don't have to marry ourselves to the foot matches the sword. We don't have to marry ourselves to the idea that the first drill that we thought we could do is the best one. So this is starting out level stuff. This is we're discovering it together stuff. So I want to thank you for joining me on this journey. There are plenty of other how to fight SCA combat videos on YouTube. I encourage you to look at those And if they show you how to throw a blow or take a step or wipe your nose somewhat different than the way I did, you don't have to say, hey, this ain't the way Zorik taught us, or Ervold, that's my name here. Say, that's just like we taught us, except that. So don't figure out that it's all different and you're fucked. Figure out it's exactly the same except that, so you can build off of what I taught you by doing something different from it. Okay? All right, thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jason, for your compliments there. Again, this is on you. You're watching this on Facebook, obviously, and I'm going to leave it up there so you can revisit it. And sometime in the next week, it's going to be on YouTube on New York Knights Combat YouTube channel, which is URL youtube.com/New York Knights Combat 1. Okay, so, but if you just type New York Knights into YouTube, I'm probably going to be the Facebook page the YouTube page with the most subscribers, because all the other New York Knights are for like semi-pro or defunct sports teams. There's probably a chess group out there. And I really got to go to the bathroom. So, thank you all. I love you all for sticking around here. This has been the 6th weekly virtual Armored SCA, Society for Creative Anachronism, fighting practice training class on sword work and related parts. I'm Lord Ervold the Optimistic, known in the real world as Zorik Lakidra, and I'll see you next week. Captains, and personal note, tomorrow from 3 to 3:30 on this same YouTube channel is Captain Zorik's Socially Distant Music Break. Okay, this is Captain Zorik. This is Lord Ervold the Optimistic coming at you. Thank you. I love you all.